Okay. So in this case, I am today. I am concept just 2 minutes wait. ఎక్కడ ఉంది? Okay, start the concept. Identity access management. So in this concept, we are going to focus on 4 things. The first one is the users. Second one is the groups. We focus on. Third one is what? The policies. The last one is the roles. Okay. Last one is the. So first of all, we need to create the users. So in different ways, we need to create the users. Actually, we created IAM user concept create చేసాం అనుకుంటా.
ఐఎం యూజర్ అది క్రియేట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ దానికి ఎంఎం పేరు అటాచ్ చేసి మళ్ళీ
Yeah.
రిమూవ్ చేసి
చేసి member concept. Okay. So how many ways we are going to create the users? Right, చూద్దాం. Okay. So first వచ్చేసి ఏంటంటే just create a user. Create a user without adding to the group. And second one, create a user adding to the group. And third one, add existing to what? To the existing group. 3 ways. Coming to the group also, we have first one, create a new group without adding what?
users.
User. Second one, create a group adding the users. And third one is what? Same thing. Add the user to what? Existing
Group.
group. Okay. First of all, we need to perform first task in user and first task in group. Okay. ఒకసారి ఒక 1 minute వెయిట్ చేద్దాం. జస్ట్ వెయిట్ ఫర్ 1 minute. మన మిడిల్లో వస్తే మళ్ళీ ప్రాబ్లం కదా. So go to IAM dashboard first of all. Just go to your IAM dashboard. So here, click on what? Users. I'm going to create 3 different types of users here. Okay. First one is what? Create user and user one. Click on next. Okay. User one, user level. Click on next. Next. Create user. Create one more user. User 12. Click on next. Click on next. And finally, create user. And finally, user 30. Click on next. Click on next. And finally, just create the user. Okay. So we created the 3 users. And after that, we just create one group here. We're going to create a group without adding the user. So go to the groups, create a group. I'm going to create the marketing. Create group. Create one more group called some HR and create the group. And finally create one more group, that is what? That is in sales. Let's create the group. Successfully, the first task is completed. First task in users as well as group is completed. Next one, create a user adding to the group. Create a user adding to the group. So go to again users. So just click on create user. Give some username. User 14. Okay, user 14. Click on next. Add user to the existing group. I'm going to add the user to the marketing group. Click on next and just click on create the user. And next one, add existing user to the existing group. So what is my existing user here? 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 already add to one group. We can add the user to the more than one group also. More than one group also. So I'm going to select what? User 11 here. User 11 here. User 11 is open here. Click on the groups tab. If user is associated with any group, the group name must be displayed here. Otherwise, add user to groups. Add user to the groups. Click on HR. Just add. Just add user to the group. Okay. So in this panel, we're going to do the actions. So create a new group without adding the user. We already done this. Next one, create a group and add the users. Add the existing users. Right? Create a group, add what? Existing users. Go to your groups now. So create group. I'm going to make it as IT. So what are users available here? 11 is added and next one is the 14th is added. I'm going to add the 12. Just consider 12. Create group. So what happened here? Group is created along with the user. One more thing. Add user to the existing group. Just observe here. HR contains one user. IT contains one user. Marketing also contains one user. Sales contains no user. So what I need to do here? I just want to add user. Go to sales. Click on users. Right now, no user added. And just click on what? Add user. Just click on add user. Select what? User 14. Click on add users. Just click on add users. So in this panel, we're going to create the users as well as groups. So next one is nothing but policies.
మొన్న ఇప్పుడు ఐఏఎం యూజర్ కి ఒకటే ఐడి ఉంటుంది లాగిన్ కి. అంటే రూట్ యూజర్ కింద ఎంతమంది ఐఏఎం యూజర్స్ ఉన్నా కానీ వాళ్ళ లాగిన్ ఐడి అనేది సేమ్ ఉంటుంది. సేమ్ అంటే డిఫరెంట్. అంటే నేను అది
దిస్ ఈస్ ద అకౌంట్ ఐడి.
వాళ్ళకి
సేమ్ ఎంత సేమ్ ఉంటుంది.
ఎంతమంది ఐఏఎం యూజర్స్ ఉన్నా కానీ వాళ్ళ ఐడి సేమ్. అదే
ఐడి మస్ట్ బి సేమ్.
పాస్వర్డ్
యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ డిఫరెంట్.
మరి ఈ ఐడి లాగిన్ అయ్యేది మళ్ళీ యూజర్ నేమ్
This just for reference, just for identify the person. So and so person belongs to so and so account ID. Again, we are going to use username and password.
ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ ఒక యూజర్ క్రియేట్ చేసిందా ఆ యూజర్ ది లాగిన్ అవుతా ఉంటే ప్రతి
username ఏంటి? What is username here?
యూజర్ కోడ్
ఇది username. Password we need to create it. We need to create it. మనం క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం.
ఇప్పుడు అక్కడ యూజర్ నేమ్ అనేది యూజర్ కోడ్ అంతేనా? ఓకే. ఐడి సేమ్ ఐడి పాస్వర్డ్ మనం క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవాలా? ఐడి
no need to type. ID automatically taken. Automatically taken. Username we need to type. Password we need to create. We need to create.
సపోజ్ ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఆ యూజర్ కోడ్ ఏంది లాగిన్ చేసి చూపించండి ఒకసారి.
అదే చెప్తున్నాను. That's next concept.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Next concept is what? Policies. Is nothing but what? Adding what? Adding permissions to the given users. Just we need to add the permissions to the given users. Suppose I created how many users here? User 11 and user 12 and user 13 and finally what? I also created a user 14. 11, 12 and 13 and 14. So what I created here? For user 11, I'm going to give which access? EC2 full access permission. For user 11, in what? S3 full access permission. User 13 and ODS full access. For user 14, I'm going to give what? I'm going to give the complete administrator access. Okay, let me do. So how to create these things? So first of all, just go to user 11. Just go to your user 11. So go to your IAM. Okay, go to users. Click on what? User 11. Here we need to select the security credentials. Select what? Enable console access. Enable the console access. Initially disable ఏం చేద్దాం దీన్ని enable చేద్దాం. In what? So before going to do this, we just assign which type of permission? Add the EC2 full access. So go to user 11 and add what? Permissions. Add permissions. Add permissions here. Attach policies directly. I'm going to type what? EC2. Amazon EC2 full access. Click on next. And then add the permission. And then add the permission. So next one, do the same thing. Go to user 12. Assign what? S3 full access. So go to your users. What happened? User what? 12. Add permissions. Add permissions here. Type what? Amazon S3 full access. Click on next. Add the permission. Clear? Fine. Then go to user 13 RDS full access. Go to users again and just move to user 13. Add permission. Assign which permission here? RDS. Yeah, Amazon RDS. Just RDS full access. And then next time add the permission. Finally, what? User 14 administrator access.
root user కి IAM user కూడా సేమ్
చూద్దాం, అదే చూద్దాం, వస్తుందా చూద్దాం. we have to test it, మనం చేద్దాం, చేస్తే మనకి తెలుస్తుంది. ఓకే, click on user 14, click on add the permissions, add permissions, attach policies, select what? Administrator access, click on next, click on next and add the permission. So 4 permissions successfully added. So next, go to users, corresponding users, create what? Their associated passwords. Passwords create చేయండి. So user 1, not user 1,
user
11. User 11, go to security credentials, enable console access, enable it, apply it, copy username. This is the username here. I'm going to write the username here. And next one, I'm going to write the password. What is the password? Which is what? Auto generated. Okay. Copy console password. Just paste it. Okay. Do the same thing for the remaining users. Go to users again. And user 12. Go to user 12 here. Security credentials. Enable console access. Enable. Just click on apply. Username is what? User 12 here. And next one, we need to enter the copy the password. So next 13th one here is go to the 13th user. So click on what? Security credentials. Enable console access. Enable it. Click on apply. Username is nothing but user 13. You manual enter it, no problem. But you have to write username password sequence. Console password. So next one is what? Finally, go to users. User 14. Security. Enable console access. Just enable it. Click on apply. And user 14 is the username. What is the password? Is the console password. Done. Now we need to log in. By using which link? This link is applicable to the all users. Because చూడండి, user 14 we have the same link. Go to user 11. 11 of content is the same link. Okay, link must be the same. Link different ఉంటుంది, అదే ఉంటుంది. Okay. Next login. ఎలా లాగిన్ అవుతాం? Go to in this browser or some other browser. ఇక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? The sessions be ended. Already existing user be logged out అయిపోతుంది. So అంటే either incognito mode or otherwise open the browser. So just choose what? New incognito window.
ఈ పర్టికులర్ లింక్ తోనే ఓపెన్ చేయాలా?
Yeah, exactly. Without this link is not possible.
ఈ లింక్స్ లేకుండా పాసిబుల్.
Yeah.
ఇప్పుడు పర్టికులర్ రూట్ యూజర్ కింద ఎంతమంది IAM యూజర్స్ ఉన్నా ఒకటే లింక్ ఉంటుందా?
Link same.
లింక్
Permissions must be different. All the working under company కదా, so same link, but their case must be different. User and passwords ఏంటి? Different. ఒక కాలేజ్ ఉంది, ప్రిన్సిపాల్ ఒకరు ఉంటారు కదా, ఏంటి? branches ని courses ని అడుగుతుంది అంతే. ఓకే, సో యూజర్ నేమ్, వాట్ యూజర్ నేమ్? యూజర్ 11. user 11, I'm going to just copy this password and press sign in. So successfully signed in here. Wait a second. Okay. So click on next and done. And done. So which permission we gave here? EC2 full access. We are going to test EC2 is created or not. Open your EC2 here. Create a చూద్దాం. So launch instance and Linux and key pair without key pair. Just launch it. Launch either successfully or successfully EC2 is. So in చేద్దామంటే we are going to delete this. ఎక్కడ క్రియేట్ అయింది? ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు. No issues. Successfully launch. So running down this, so I don't have this instance. So I created without key pair కాబట్టి it's not possible to connect. It's not possible to connect. Okay. So stop and terminate the instance. And I'm going to use what? S3 here. S3 bucket. So S3 is open here. S3 must be opened. So click on what? Create bucket. So type demo bucket 0987. So let me create it. Already this done. What happened? Permissions may required. Access RDS in any other resource. Create database. What happened? Automatically the permission must be denied here. Okay, just log out from this account. Just sign out. Okay, account reduction. So we need to copy account ID again. Copy this account ID here. I am username nothing but user 12. This is what? The password for user 12. Okay. Just make it copy. And press this word. Click on. So for user 12, we give which permission? S3 full access. So let me check S3 bucket is created or not.
In particular, check this one.
మీకు చూపిస్తాను.
అంటే మీరు యూజర్ లెవెల్ కి ఈసీ ఇచ్చారు. సపోజ్ నేను ఒక యూజర్ ఒక క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ తో లాగిన్ అవుతాను. లాగిన్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు నాకు నేనేం చెప్పాను, నాకు నేనేమి అనేది నేను చెక్ చేసుకుంటేనే ఆటోమేటిక్ గా నాకు ఈ పర్టికులర్
మీకు మీ కంప్యూటర్ బేస్ చెక్ చేస్తారు కదా, యూ హ్యావ్
యాక్సెస్
allocated detail చెప్పేసి ఓపెన్ చేస్తారు.
అంటే ఇందులో తెలుసుకోవడానికి ఏమిటి కంప్యూటర్ అయితే
రూట్ యూజర్ కెన్ యాక్సెస్, ఓన్లీ రూట్ యూజర్ కెన్ యాక్సెస్. ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం మనం. గో టు IIM Let me see. Click on users. Alright. మనం చూస్తున్నాం మనకి nothing. If I full access, I am read only access, we can view it. మీకు ఇదేం చేస్తే read only access ఇస్తారు అందరికి, అప్పుడు చూద్దాం.
ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఐఎం యూజర్ ఇంకో ఐఎం యూజర్ క్రియేట్
ఫుల్ యాక్సెస్ ఇస్తే క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చు. రీడ్ ఓన్లీ ఇస్తే read the content. Okay. సో ఇది క్రియేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ యూజర్ కి ముందు we are going to all this. So what? Refresh it. So click on what? Create bucket. So what happened? Whatever the buckets available in my account are displayed. Create bucket.
buckets already ఉన్నాయి చూపిస్తుంది.
Full access కాబట్టి.
ఓకే రూట్ యూజర్ లో ఉన్నవి కూడా చూపిస్తుంది.
Demo 0945. Just click on create bucket. Created. Successfully created. So delete this one. Delete the bucket. Just type name of the bucket here. Okay. So no access on EC2. చూద్దాం వస్తుందో లేదో. What happens? API error. Not possible to create. Now check and what RDS also. Check the RDS. Just click on create database. Ready? Error must be generated. Okay. So just log out from this account. So next వచ్చేసి ఏంటి user 13. So నేను ఏం చేస్తానంటే just go to user 13 here. Just go to users and then use 13. So add one more permission. Add permission. Let me choose IAM. I'm going to go IAM read only access. Okay. Click on next. Add permissions. Let me choose add one more permission. Choose the most right. Okay, no issues. Okay, user 13 contains what? RDS as well as read only. Go to the copies account ID. Sign to the console. Just paste over here. I am username. I'm going to I am username. And what user? 13. Next one is what? I am user password. So go to RDS first. Click on create database. So if you got this screen, nothing but it's possible to create the database. Click on EC2 and S3 now. S3. Create bucket. More. 0.3. Create it. What happened? Permission. And similarly, one more thing. EC2 instance. What happened? We got which error? We got API. Let me close this. Open IAM. We have IAM, we don't access. Click on the users here. Click on the users. So we need to click the permission of user level. Able to see, but add the permissions. It's not possible, I think. Suppose చూద్దాం ఏదో ఒకటి ఇద్దాం. What happened? Impossible to access. We can able to be the users and their permissions on. So if I want to view permissions, if I want to view my permissions, go to what? User 13. I can access only audience and read only. So other person can access our and what give the permissions, but it's not possible to assign the permission to the other users from our side. Okay, IAM user is not authenticated person to give the permissions to the other IAM users. Only who will give the permission? Root user will give the permission. Okay, it is clear. నెక్స్ట్ ఆయన చేసేది నెక్స్ట్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ ఇచ్చాడు చూద్దాం ఎలా ఉంటుంది. జనరల్గా ఇవ్వద్దు అది, బట్ let me see. Suppose my account is not working. My account is blocked. I have some work. I use your account. What you're going to do? You don't give username password to me. ఏం చేస్తారు మీరు? You create user. One user. You generate one password for me. You send the link with administrator full access. I can do my work. అంతే కదా? Let me log out. Sign out. Okay. Now we just choose the user. Root user contain all permissions.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు యూజర్ 11 కి ఈ సిటీ ఫుల్ యాక్సెస్. ఇప్పుడు ఆ రూట్ యూజర్ పర్టికులర్ యూజర్ నేమ్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే ఈ పర్టికులర్ ఐఎం యూజర్ కి ఏమేమి యాక్సెస్ ఉన్నాయని తెలుస్తుందా? ఓకే.
Let me copy the account ID. Sign to the console. Paste here. I am username and what? User 40. And copy what? Just copy this password. Then click on sign in. Just open EC2. వచ్చేసిందా? EC2 యాక్సెస్. EC ఆటోమేటిక్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. RDS చూద్దాం. క్రియేట్ డేటాబేస్ వచ్చేసిందా? సేమ్ థింగ్. I open number service call lambda ఓపెన్ చేద్దాం. Lambda service. With the browser. Okay, create function. Lambda is you can access every
same as root user.
Same as root user. Okay, instance create చేద్దాం. Launch instance. Select keypad here. Just launch instance. Instance created. Let me check. Then go to root user also. Open EC2. Right. Successfully run. Okay. Initial successfully running here. Go to root user here. Okay.
ఒక రూట్ యూజర్ ఎంతమంది ఎన్ని ఐఎం యూజర్స్ ని క్రియేట్ చేయాలి? మనం పే చేసిన
Just stop instance, stop it, delete instance and terminate. Okay. Successful, the instance get terminated. Okay, let me close this. And now I just log out from here and close this. So assign the path to the users. Now we are going to assign the paths to who? The groups. Let's do the groups now. Suppose just go to users. Just go to the groups now. HR content which user here? User level. I'm going to add the policy, permission, add permission, attach policy. I'm going to assign ECS. Am I an ECS? Full access. Click on attach policy. Just click on attach the policy here. Again, I'm going to one more group. And IT content which user? User 12. And permissions, add permissions, attach policies, type mode, ETS. Imagine ETS policy. Click on attach policy. So go to the groups. What happened here? HR, policy define, IT also policy define. HR contains how many users? Only one user. So one down. This permission is related user. Okay. Go to your users now. Add open the level. Okay. Click on user level. User contains how many permissions now? 2. Easy to nothing but directly assigned. This must be through the group HR. Okay. Go to one more user. User what? 12 here. Uses full cluster. One must be directly, other must be through the group ID. Next one, if I delete the group, I want to delete the group. The policy as well as
access will be
deleted. Okay. Let me check. I want to delete what? Is HR and IT. So if delete HR and IT, generally what we can, the user associated with that group also deleted. Okay. User in that group also deleted. Let me check. HR, IT, delete here. Click on what? Delete. So what happened?
deleted.
Automatically deleted. What I'm going to choose here, just still exist. Users are still exist. But what is the difference here? One permission is must be deleted. What are the policy attached to the group? The permission must be removed as well as the user is not associated or not belongs to any group. Okay. Okay. In this manner, we're going to work with the policies. Where is the matter? Roles. Okay. Last one is nothing but roles. Suppose I'm going to consider I have nearly just assume thousand employees in my company. I'm going to assign not only single policy, multiple policies like EC2, RDS, S3, and VPC, you know, SNS and SES, all these things. SNS, SES, all these things. So each and every time what we need to do? Go to the user, add the policy. Each and every time we are going to search for EC2, add it. RDS, add it. S3 up to 5 to 6 policies. Is become a tedious task. So to attach the multiple policies, okay? To attach, simply role contains what? Role contains multiple role contain what? Multiple policies. So let me create one role. The role name is what? Multi role. I want to create the multi policy role. I'm going to assign several permissions. So go to your IAM, click on roles. All these are what? Existing roles. Okay. Click on create role now. Click on create role, and then use case has nothing but what? EC2. Click on next. Next. I'm going to EC2 full access added. And next one is on full access. Select it and close it. And S3 full. Select and close. SQS full access. Close. Next one. SNS full access. Select close. And finally, VPC full access. And close. Click on next. We get how many passes here? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls. So whenever if you but you use it directly. We are going to real time activate. Okay. So then just click on create role. Role name, multi policy role. Okay. Give some description. Okay. Default going to be, if you want to change, you have to change this. Just click on what? Create role. What is successfully? Role is created. Now roles must be 30. Select for mode. Multi-policy role. Open this role. We're able to do all these things. Able to do all these things here. Because చూడండి, we have some permissions here. Attached entities. How many instances we create? Nearly 8. How many database? Nearly 5. Basically nearly 8 like this. Important working system change. When you are going to combine multiple services, approval other change. Okay. So sorry, okay. The role must be permanent of time. 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay. We need to mention the time also. And see the changes. Trust relationship. We need to copy paste this just on code for a particular user identity. And access advisor, revoke sessions, everything is there. But this much is not needed. How to create role is required. Okay. So let me delete this role. It's not required right. So once you complete all your tasks, you have to delete each and every. I want to delete the multi-policy role. Select it and then delete the role. Just mention the role name here. Multi-policy role. Just delete it. And next one is what? Delete the groups also. Go to the groups. Delete already existing groups. And finally delete the users. User 1, 7, 12, 13 and 14. Delete the users. Okay. So in this manner, we are going to work with the IAM. Okay.